Oh, this is Mr. Greenhow's store. I want to go inside and visit.
Good morning, madam.
Good day.
My name is Greenhow, John Greenhow, at your service.
It's wonderful to meet you. My name is Mrs. Davis.
I'm Mrs. Davis. Delighted to see you. Are you new to Williamsburg?
Yes.
Ah, then you've come to the best stop in town, I can assure you of that.
Oh, tell me what you sell here.
Well, we are general merchandise of all kinds, for the household principally. The odd assortment of tools, foodstuffs, but by far the single largest item I would sell would be bolts of cloth.
Cloth. Oh, I've come to the right place.
Indeed you have. Mrs. Davis, let me show you one of our broadsides. This is a clear listing of all the items that we sell in my shop, principally those that have recently arrived from London.
Well, I'm mostly interested in the cloth. Could you show me the cloth?
Oh, indeed, yes. A great deal of cloth. Come this way.
Great.
You will see bolts of cloth throughout the shop, but
Yes.
indeed, here's some examples of cloth we have to be sold by the yard, the L. We indeed also have ready-made shirts, the odd assortment of stockings in all colors, and of course the newly arrived cloth, which is so popular these days for ladies to purchase.
This is a toile. And where would this have come from?
From England, madam.
Okay.
Often English manufacturers are emulating the finest styles that they find in Europe, particularly in Paris. French fashions are all the rage, even here in Virginia, though we are sometimes 6 months to a year behind the time when they are first seen in the streets of Paris.
And how do you source your fabric? Do you go over to England?
No, madam, the distance involved was far too great. No, I rely upon factors. They are individuals who will make purchases based upon, well, the established relationships that we have had these many years. They know my taste. They know, to a degree, the clientele that comes to my shop. And they would reliably send us wares that we think would sell throughout the year. It is curious that in the winter months, one is receiving the lighter cloth that will be used for the manufacture of clothing that will be worn in the summer, in the warm months. And likewise, in the summer, you receive the heavier cloth, the wool, that will be used to manufacture clothing that is worn in the winter. This serves a double purpose. It means that you have clothing to wear in the season when it is needed, and also wool, which can attract moths throughout the summer. You can overcome that by constantly working with the wool. It's protected to a certain extent by the fact that you are using it in the manufacture of clothing at the time when the moths would wish to destroy it.
Now, how much of the cloth cloth is a word that was used obviously back then.
Yes.
And how much of the cloth that would be used in a household would be purchased here in the general store?
Those who hold accounts in my shop would, of course, come and make purchases of cloth throughout the year. I'm flattered if you think I'm the only shop in town, but there are many shops in Williamsburg. They even have a dressmaker's shop. But keep in mind that purchasing cloth for the manufacture of clothing for yourself is far less expensive than purchasing ready-made clothing, say at the Hunter Sisters.
So are people making their own cloth in their households right now?
No, the cloth would be purchased in shops such as these. The manufacture of cloth is very limited here in the colonies. Some of the linen does arrive that is locally manufactured, and since the difficulties with Great Britain began, we have been encouraged to manufacture our own wool and our own linen and our own cotton. However, still the finest assortment comes to us from Great Britain or from Europe itself.
Do you carry everything else I'll need in order to make a dress or whatever I'm sewing?
Oh, indeed. We have a fine assortment of thread, we have thimbles, we have needles of all sorts. We have even a fine assortment of shears for the actual cutting of the cloth, right down to the most minute cuts made with fine German scissors.
Wonderful. I will take 6 yards of this.
Outstanding.
It's beautiful.
That will be 12 shillings.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
It's gorgeous.